It's a brand new year, and now's the time to grow your visibility. I know you want to grow. I know you want to blow up this year. And now is your time to plan, to strategize, to come up with an action plan for this year. No matter what happened in the past, no matter what happened last year, this is a new year and you can grow your visibility. You can blow up this year. So right now we're going to go through some really important strategies, some reflection items, some questions that you can ask yourself. And we're actually going to do it together. So get a paper, pen, or whatever device you use, and let's reflect and see if we can create a plan for your visibility for 2024. But before we dive in, if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I bring the latest strategies, tips, and tools to help you grow your YouTube visibility and monetize your channel. So the first thing we need to do is consider your vision for the next 12 months. When you think about where you'd like to be in the next 12 months, where is that? If you can wave a magic wand and have your channel, your platform be exactly the way that you'd like it, your creator brand to be exactly the way that you like it, what would that look like for you? For example, I have a client who's about halfway through the first 100,000 subscriber minimum threshold. And so I sent her an image of what the plaque looks like when you get 100,000 subscribers. And so I said, hey, add that to your vision board because I think you're going to get it over the next few months, right? So that's part of her vision. And we believe she's going to go way beyond that. But it helps to have a vision. It helps to shoot for something, to have goals and intentions for your channel. So the first thing is to set the intention. For some of you, it might just be getting your first 1,000 subscribers, which is not necessarily an easy feat. So if your goal is just to get to your first 1,000 subscribers, that's a good goal, right? Because once you get to 1,000 subscribers, then assuming you have the watch hours, you can start to monetize your channel. So 1,000 subscribers might be your goal. And so whatever it is for you, make sure to write it down and feel free to pause this video if you have to write down what your goal is for your channel. So step number 2 is to assess what worked for you in 2023. So by that, I mean, write down the strategies now that maybe it's the topics, maybe it's the types of content that you created in 2023. Which topics, content, strategies worked really well for you? And that could be whatever it is for you. Everybody's going to have different goals, different, it's going to be different for everybody. But maybe for you, it's what content got the most subscribers. Maybe for you, it's what content got the most watch hours. Maybe it's what content got the most engagement. So write down what worked for you over the last 12 months. And you can pause it now if you'd like. And then also, I want you to write down what didn't work for you. So that means what content didn't get. I mean, again, it's all different for everybody, but what content maybe didn't get any subscribers? What content got like 2 views and never really pushed through? What content didn't seem to engage your audience? So you could write down what content. And the other thing is maybe under that bucket, it's also what content you discover you don't want to create. So for my true crime channel, I actually realized that I don't want to be creating content with like the super gory murder stuff. I just don't want to be creating that content. Even though it does get a lot of views and it does get a lot of engagement, I just don't want to be covering that because I don't feel good about it. And so I'm not going to be covering that type of content anymore. So pause now if you'd like and answer which types of content or strategies or types of topics didn't work for you over the last 12 months. So step number 3 is to determine what do you want to do more of in 2024. So maybe it's what types of themes or topics you want to dabble into. Or maybe it's something you've let's say you've never done shorts before. Now might be the time to try shorts. Or if you've never done live streams, maybe now's the time to do live streams, to create different types of content. Or maybe you have an adjacent topic that you've been really interested in covering, but you just haven't really gotten around to doing it. Maybe now is the time for you to do that. So what is one or two things that you'd like to create more of? And maybe even strategies, like maybe there are some promotional strategies you'd like to do to grow your channel. What are one or two things you'd like to do now over the next year? That also includes content or strategies that you'd like to test. So like I always say, there's, like about 75% of the content that I suggest that my clients do is the stuff that's already working. So do more of that. And then I like to suggest doing about 25% testing. So outside of the box type stuff, maybe just the stuff that you feel inspired to do. And whatever it is for you, what are some strategies or content or themes or other things that you feel like you can test over the next 12 months? Now take a look at your list of what strategies didn't work for the last 12 months. And now I want you to look at that and see, is there something you can tweak about that content? So like, let's say the videos that didn't do well at all, was it because that just doesn't resonate with your audience? Or is it that you just need to add some hashtags or some tags? Or maybe there's some new ways that you can develop content. Maybe you need to be better at creating videos. Take a look at all the things that you wrote down there and see what you can improve with those different items. Now I'd like you to take a look at those items also that didn't really work for you and see if there's just something you don't want to do. Just like in my case, when I said in my true crime channel, I just don't want to be doing the really gory stuff anymore. That's just not going to be part of my strategy again, at least not for the foreseeable future, because I don't want to create that type of content. So what type of content or what type of strategies aren't working? Maybe you've been doing live streams and you get like one person every time you do a live and you're like, well, this isn't really for me. I feel like I'm putting a lot of effort into creating live streams and I'm not really building the community. So maybe that's something you can table for now. It's not necessarily a hard no, you're never going to do it again, but maybe for now, that's not the strategy that you want to be putting your time and effort into. So look at those items that you just don't really want to be doing anymore, or at least table it for now. Table it for the next 12 months. So step number 4, I want you to look at everything that you've written down so far, and I want you to pick 3 strategies or 3 areas of focus that you're going to prioritize for 2024. And so maybe that's the types of content that you want to be creating, like the things that we talked about. Remember, I said the 75% that's worked, right? What are the 75% of the strategies that have worked for you? I want you to focus on those main strategies. That could be types of content, that could be the themes or topics, or what you feel, or maybe it's promotional strategies, collaborations, whatever it is that's working for you, do more of that. So for example, I have a client who we started doing premieres. I suggested that she do premieres because it's a hybrid between a pre-recorded video and a live. So she's able to create some engagement and community with her audience without the stress of having to do it live. And so far, that's really working for her. So she's going to be doing that. That's one of the big items that she's going to be focusing on over the next 12 months. She also has a really engaged social media following. So she's going to be continuing to promote her videos on her other social platforms because that drives more traffic to her YouTube channel. And the more people that watch her YouTube videos, the more money she makes from her YouTube videos, the more subscribers she gets, etc., etc. So she knows that the social traffic that she's getting is a big promotional strategy that's helping her to grow her channel. So choose 3 main strategies that you're going to focus on in 2024. Now I want you to choose one thing that you'd like to test. Look at that little list that you have, and maybe it's even either something you wanted to test, or maybe it's something that hasn't worked that you can tweak, and it's kind of going to be like a test and tweak type of situation. that you can reconfigure how you work that particular item. And so I want you to pick one big thing. Maybe it's like you pick one day a week where you just allow yourself to be in flow and creativity and inspiration and create video content on that day. Like for me, I used to have Creative Fridays where I would just use that to create fun content. And usually that fun inspired content got me the most views because it wasn't too scripted. I wasn't too in my head about it. It was just fun and light. And those usually did best for me, for my channel. So look at what you can do to test, to add a little bit more fun and levity into your strategy so that you can always be testing new things, right? You always have to have room for innovation. You always have to have room for creativity. Otherwise, you don't grow as fast. So having that testing, that room for testing is going to allow you to grow. So look at your list and make sure you've got 3 strategies that you're going to be using for 2024 and one testing strategy, one creative or inspired or innovative strategy. Maybe that innovation also could be like a new tool that you learn, or maybe it's taking a course, or maybe it's learning some new educational piece or educational component that's going to help you to be a better content creator or a better videographer or whatever it is that you feel is really going to help you to grow either your videos or your channel. I'd love to hear in the comments, what are the strategies that you're going to be doing for 2024? The 3 main key strategies, as well as your innovative or your creative testing strategy that you're going to try this year. And then step number 5 is to create a plan for action so that you can implement your strategies and actually execute. Start to create a plan, a content creation plan, so that you can execute on your plan. To that end, I have some New Year's specials to help you grow your YouTube channel. I have a one-to-one plan that actually you work together with me. We're going to create a plan together, and then we're actually going to break it down into actionable steps. And you're going to be meeting with me a couple times every month to strategize, to brainstorm, to talk through different ideas and strategies. And then I'm actually going to help you stay accountable so that you do execute on the different strategies that we talked about and help you build your plan out and execute it over the next 3 months. Currently, that is 50% off. So if you're interested in that, make sure to grab your seat because the prices continue to go up and up. And then the other option that I have is a group plan. We're actually starting next month, and we're going to get together twice per month. We're going to come up with some main strategies for you to grow your channel that month. And then we're going to have some additional Q&As every month where you can ask me any questions that you want. And this is a small group. It's kind of like a mastermind. And I'm purposely capping and limiting the number of students in that so that I can become, it's kind of like the one-to-one feel within a group setting. So it's a super valuable program as well. And you're going to be able to talk through and mastermind with the other students while also having access to me in that program. And that's also 50% off now for a limited time. So if that interests you, and of course the program starts in a couple of weeks. So if you're interested in that, make sure to grab your seat as well. And as an extra special bonus for anybody who does the one-to-one program, you'll get as a bonus the group program as well. So you'll be able to work with me one-to-one, meet with me one-to-one, as well as be able to brainstorm and mastermind with the other students in the program. And again, it's going to be a small group program. So we're really going to cap the number of people that are in it so that you can have all that access and availability to me. So if you want to do either of those programs, go to alexandrafigueredo.com/YouTube. and sign up now. I cannot wait to help you, mentor you, and support you to grow your visibility of your YouTube channel, attract your audience, maybe even attract new clients through your YouTube channel, and ultimately monetize your YouTube business. So if you learned something today, please hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to my channel for the latest tips and strategies to grow your visibility and monetize your YouTube channel. And if you like this video, you'll also like this one. For more help growing your visibility and monetizing your brand, go to alexanderfigueredo.com. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Thank you.